people that are just don't even deserve it because they're not fighting, like the kids, all the kids that they killed in
Well,
their like,
does
campaign.
anybody deserve it if they're not like in the armed forces or like the powers that be? Does anybody deserve it?
Yeah, everybody.
No, as I'm
Done.
saying, I don't
I
think
think we stopped.
anybody deserves it.
I think we stopped caring about those delineations. Like what? At least in Western society, since like our Civil War,
And like I said, I
or
don't think
no,
anybody
yeah,
deserves it.
our Civil War. Because during the War for Independence, families would go out, take their wee ones and go on a little picnic and watch the two sides fight. But since the
That's something a bunch of IPA drinkers could do.
But since the Civil War, civilians have become casualties of war, and it's kind of condoned, even though it's not. Obviously, it was like the Geneva Convention articles. It's still kind of condoned though, because it's just like a unfortunate necessity to war. Especially if you're gonna go fight on their home. You can't be like, oh yeah, who knew that there was a family in there? We gave them due warning, and then we're gonna carpet bomb it.
But it's like also, I don't know, it's hard because where are they gonna go? And you're like destroying their entire city, all the infrastructure, the hospitals,
Well, where are they gonna go if you destroy everything? What are they gonna do anyway? I think
they're gonna leave, which is what they want, which is what Israel wants. They want them to leave so they can take the land.
Well, yeah, but I meant like more like you like segued me a little bit because I was like, oh yeah, they like civilians are casualty of war. They give them warning, blah blah blah, and then you're like, oh yeah, they can't leave. It's like, well, yeah, I know that, but they either die there, or they die leaving, or try to find refuge somewhere else.
Bitch.
All I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but some of it, it sounds like he has.
You know what? Fine. All I'm gonna say is you're not endearing yourself to the U.S. to United States citizens. You are one. You're like you as in Hassan. You're not endearing yourself to U.S. citizens, U.S. people by being like, oh yeah, I'm glad that our military, our veterans are getting like PSE. I'm glad that there's like high suicide rates, all that. They should suffer more, blah blah. It's not a good look to say that when it's not their fault. It's literally the people above them that are like dictating what they're doing and stuff. I'm not gonna say there's not a couple bad eggs. You look at all the prison camps and whatnot where Abu Rabu or whatever.
Abu Ghraib.
Abu Rabu, whatever you want to say. You're not. It's not a good look to be besmirching all the people and all the things that like are here. Maybe politically, like you can question all that stuff. I think that's good, healthy, all that. But like, you're not endearing the people that you're trying to energize by being as salacious as he is. How about that?
I understand, like reaching a wider audience, but I think I don't know. You're supposed to you're even in the military. You're not supposed to follow orders that are crimes.
You're not, but what is Philip Zimbardo? I keep forgetting all my names at this point. Zimbardo, and all the philosophy and all the other things taught you. Power corrupts. Power changes and warps your mental. You follow chain of command. You're also taught to follow chain of command. All that stuff's like deeply rooted in like how people operate. So it's like you can say that, but it's like you know like you're not gonna stop that.
Well, I
It's
mean,
it's like
the point is
the
like
philosophy of people.
not only that, but like they are
Get the
still
fuck out of here. Go.
have backlash even when like they try to not follow unlawful orders. They're still gonna be like in the meantime, well, they'll be fired, like discharged or fired or removed from service
Yeah. Almost took your
until
face off.
when stripped of all your stuff. But then later maybe you can get like your you can get that stuff back. But like that's like the challenge is like when you lose your job and your benefits and everything, it's like hard for people, and that's the power they have over people that refuse
And I'm
illegal.
not saying any of that's good.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that. So of course they're gonna like fall in line as much as possible, and not stick their head up, because you're supposed to. That's how it's supposed to work.
Oh, I missed
They just
the
have so
turret.
much power. And of course there's some like sickos that are just like, oh yeah, that's cool. We need to get in there and kill them all or whatever. The whole, like the movie Jarhead.
I just remember that everybody was happy that they were gonna finally kill Muslims again or whatever when Mad Dog whatever got in there, the general dude.
Yeah, and that's our, could be evidence of us as like a terrorist country where like I said, there's billions of Muslims and like most of them are not radicals and they're just living their life peacefully.
Yeah, but once you talk to those guys, you kind of like, because those are like military dudes, ex-military dudes, like you kind of understand where they're coming from. Because if you're doing your tours over there, you see like you start to just see
Yeah.
Muslim people as enemies, even though that's like not how they
I
act
get it.
here. But it's like because they see the Muslim people over there that they're fighting.
Well, yeah, they're actually fighting them, and that's like a kind of a different story altogether. It's like we in their countries killing them for our goals. That's kind of like a different conversation entirely. But yeah, I could see.
Well,
Like,
I was just segueing. That's all. I was just talking about the part I know because
you're fighting these people for years and decades, and like you see them like as enemies, and then your friends have been killed by them, and
I surprisingly had to talk to a bunch of those guys in the field I was in.
so yeah, of course they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we can't trust them or whatever because they spent so much time. They would have to be untrustworthy of all those people to stay alive, so they don't like.
Yeah, it's like cops not trusting black people because of the like higher propensity of them getting jailed, so they just assume. Plus or minus inundated racism, all that blah 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 blah.
I don't trust cops either, especially for like that Lego story reason.
I didn't trust cops to begin with. I've never really been trusting of cops.
Oh!
They have too much power.
They have too much power, yeah. And as you saw, like I said, those Mormon dudes literally paid off the entire police department and bullied those
That's
YouTubers.
why
I was
that's
like,
kind of why I thought I'd have been an all right one, because I was like, yeah, I'm very apathetic. Like I don't really care about power.
yeah, but like when your police chief says do this, like he's paid off and he says do this, are you gonna be like, nah, no, boss?
I
Maybe, like,
mean,
he's like, do this or do this or-
ideally, I wouldn't be like in the like wherever they are, because like I'm not Mormon, so I probably wouldn't be like in
Well,
the.
it doesn't really matter. Like wherever you are, I mean, any place people have money, you can buy. Buy the police. It seems like.
I mean, I think I'd have to like, figure out my opinion on whatever the case. On the Mormon one, I think I just wouldn't be there in like a Mormon
My
place
point being
to
is like
to have to make that decision. So
think of any scenario where you can be in any place where you
well, I'm
might
just saying
be-
for that one specifically. So I would just like, I'd probably like, depending on like how long my term is or whatever, I'd probably like take a leave and be like, all right, I'm gonna go look for employment in another department because I can do that.
All right. Well, I mean, but what if you like, let's say you're newer and you don't have like that much experience yet, and you like need to get your foot in the door to.
Come on, Squid Boy, get up in here.
I mean, I like the that you would try to not be a part of that. I mean, I think that's
Well,
speaks to your moral character.
I just don't think I would be a part of it because, like I said, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be in a Mormon area, I think, to have a Mormon police chief.
Well, I mean, just like in your area in California, there's like plenty of people with a lot of money that could like bribe the police.
Yeah, but I
I'm
feel
sure
like
do.
depending on what it is, I think I'd probably follow it because like there's like a level of follow, but it's like, what are they gonna bribe the police here to do for me to break the law?
They're gonna be
I'm trying to think.
like having like stopping random people, like just whatever they did to the YouTubers, just like pulling over the YouTuber, trying to invent stuff to like arrest them, trying to like lying about
I mean, that's not
the
a
reasons for their
that's not necessarily illegal if they invented a reason to stop them. Like if it's like an actual like justifiable reason, it is like within their power to stop them.
lying about like their.
I think the arrest they did was hella illegal.
And then like redacting evidence of like their body cam so that they didn't find out like what they said.
See, like that's probably not the police officer doing that. That's like within the department. So
yeah, well, yeah, everybody. Like,
well, so that's
the
not
redacting
well.
person
That's
is
not,
also in on it.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying. So it's like it depends on what part. Like if I'm a beat cop, and I'm one of those, then it's like for the most part I don't really have to do much. Like if the police chief's like, oh yeah, this is like a known guy, it's trickling down. I don't know about it, so it's like, okay, let me see if I can find a reason to stop them. If I don't, then the next guy probably will do it. That doesn't mean I have to do it. But if the police chief's like, oh yeah, you're in internal affairs or whatever, I need you to redact this information. Be like, no, you can hand it off to one of the other people to do it. I'm not gonna commit a crime for you. So it's like layered. If they're like, oh yeah, we need to like find something on this guy, because they do that all the time. They're literally like, oh yeah, we know that this guy's dirty. We know this guy's done something. We need you to find anything, keep like surveillance, like do anything. Then yeah, they're gonna look for reasons to bag him in any way.
But even those YouTubers weren't even dirty though. They had.
Yeah, but they don't know that. This is literally coming from chain of command telling you they're dirty. It's not like, oh yeah, these guys are dirty, take them out. Find a way to shoot them in any way. It's like, oh yeah, find like, we know these guys are dirty. We're telling you this coming from a chain of command. Try to find something to get them booked. I think that's totally reasonable. For the grunt doesn't know that much information. They barely know the laws that they're told to upkeep.
I feel like they don't know the laws very well because that guy like just locked his phone, and he like arrested him or whatever. He said he was trying to like destroy the evidence, and you can definitely lock your phone. You don't have to unlock your phone for a police officer without a warrant.
But see, like that's in the field. If the officer, honest to God, and this is the fun part where we get to play the game. If the police officer, honest to God, looked at what he was doing and thought he saw that he was deleting something, not locking it, doing something, then he is justified in seizing that because he thinks that he's tampering with evidence.
Yeah, but then
I blinked and we're in another thing already. I just got to pee. What happened?
we're doing the second mission. This is the second.
Yeah, it was fast though. It was fast because they're fast.
We're sitting here chatting, but like
No, but I mean, I didn't get to see. We ain't even been on the ship on the other one. I was just gone. Fast, you guys are fast. But yeah, go ahead. Go back to where you were.
but like the body camera proved that he wasn't trying to delete anything. He was just trying to like lock it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the body camera proved. If he saw in the moment, he can seize it. It's not a forever. It's not a forever thing. You don't get to like keep them forever. But in the moment, person beats body cam. You have to wait for the body cam to come out and go, oh, we're wrong.
But they didn't do that. Anytime the body cam footage come out, they just redacted the part that made them look wrong.
Yeah, and once again, guess who's not my problem? See, like you keep trying to do like double talk about it. You're talking about as the beat cop, would you do any of that stuff? And I'd be like, well, it depends. It depends on the situation, depends on where I'm at. You're talking about redacting information. That's not my department. That's internal affairs. That's anything else. Those people are doing that.
Yeah, I understand that that's not wouldn't be your department to redact or anything like that. But like, my point in doing so is that they're gonna go ahead and redact out the parts that made you look bad because you were wrong to do whatever you thought you were
Yeah,
supposed
and
to do.
they got my back, or the police chief got my back, or we're all Mormons and we got